Brain power like Lucy, stick to the script like movie. Never forget who I am, proceed with sounds as groovy. This gangster, like Eazy-E with a Uzi. All eyes on me, like Tupac movie.
Alright. Yes. How y'all doing today? You know, I just want to come through and talk about a few things. You know what I mean? First thing I want to talk about is recently, if you've been checking my page out, you've seen that I've posted an album, mixtape album, called Mind Over Matter. And if you listen to the music, you probably say, you know what's going on? This dude is supposed to be righteous. You know what I mean? This dude is supposed to be conscious. Well, to cut a long story short is that the music is very old. I've been sitting on the music for a long time. The music is about 5 years old. So during the time that I made that music, I was pretty much just coming into consciousness. Now, for the one part is, I always had consciousness. Since a little boy, I was, since a child, I always had some form of consciousness just from my parents. You know what I mean? But, it wasn't that real heavy. But, I was always, I was always introduced to things like Kwanzaa and, the whole stay away from the drugs type of things, but I still had got sucked in, for a little while, for a period of my life. I still got sucked into the wrong things in life, My story ain't real a big, bad, dramatic story, but, I did, I was out there in the wilderness for a little bit, about up until my 12th grade year in high school, up until probably my 30s, really, a lot of time wasted, walking the wrong path, going the wrong way. But anyways, so that music is old. It's old music, but I put it out for one is that, I just don't want to sit on it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to sit on it. I wanted to let it be heard. And I got like 3 or 4 more albums that I'm about to release on top of that. And I'm starting with the oldest music first. So that these next albums you will hear basically a lot more consciousness. You will hear some things I just won't say that you hear me saying on the older music that I just released. There's a lot of things that you just won't hear me say. And because I noticed, I lost a few subscribers when I posted that music. You know what I mean? So the music is old, y'all. I'm not somebody out here, coming on here doing these videos and talking about this stuff and then turn around and just making, making crazy music. No, the music is old, but I wanted to release the music, and I just want to show my catalog as the music goes, and I want to show, the breakthrough and the change, and the change that's been made on me consciously. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is. And plus the music is good. I know, even though you hear me cussing a lot in the music, that's another thing. As I continue to make music, I cuss less. The new music I make, I rarely cuss. If it's a cuss word, it's probably be one cuss word in the verse. You know what I mean? I rarely cuss. And listening to my older music, I'm cussing like all through the verse. You know what I mean? So, a lot of changes has been made as I continue to make music and as I continue to mature. But I just wanted to show my catalog. For one, the music is still good. You can barely tell that that music is 5 years old. You know what I mean? I wish I had the music I made, my first album I made with a friend of mine's called Chip and No Remorse. I wish I still had that album. Let y'all hear that I made when I was in 12th grade in high school, because that that music, you can't even tell that's like 18 years old. Like, it's crazy. So I was ahead of my time, you know what I mean? But, you know, I just wanted to show that, you know. So no, I just didn't make that music. No, I'm not coming on here talking righteous and going around making crazy music. No, the music is old. I just wanted to show it. I wanted to show y'all my evolution in consciousness, and I wanted to show y'all who I am. You know, even though that's an old part of me, that's still who I am. I'm not proud of it, but you know, I'm a rapper. I take pride in my music. You know what I mean? I take pride in my music, even my old music, even though I can't get down with a lot of the things that I was saying, you know, but you know, I'm not there now, you know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. Another thing real quick, what I wanted to talk about is, I wanted to talk about this Black Panther movie. And I want to talk about the Black Panther movie because, well, the Black Panther movie, I believe it's probably going to be a good movie. I'm not very, very big into the comic movies. I like deep movies that make you think, you know. I like the world-ending type movies, or, you know, the government shut down, everybody got to fend for themselves type movies. Them the type of movies I like. I will watch the comic movies, but I'm not super, super big on them. You know what I mean? I was into the comics when I was younger, but that was pretty much just because I liked it drawing the characters. You know what I mean? But I was into the comics for a short period of time. But how I feel about the Black Panther movie is that I just think as black people, we need to be on guard about everything. You know, we know that we don't control nothing in this society. And we, at the end of the day, when it comes just about to everything we do, we are controlled, and it has to be okay, you know, by today's slave masters. And I see this Black Panther movie no different from watching the NBA, or no different from watching the NFL. I mean, that's all black cast. You watch an NBA game, and it's nothing but black people on the court. You know what I mean? But they don't own it, you know. None of that money is really going back to the black community. So that's how I feel on it. I don't think it's something to be super, super hype about, because I feel it could be a pacifier in a way. You know, that could be another thing to put you back to sleep. It could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it could be. Now, I do think it's a good thing that, you know, you have melanated people being able to go to the movie and take pride in themselves and be proud of who they are. But it shouldn't take a movie for you to do that. You know, now if you just, I'm not saying the movie is bad. I'm going to watch the movie, you know, check it out, see what it's about. But I just think we have to question everything. We can't forget where we are. We can't forget who we are. We can't forget where we are. And we can't forget where we came from. And that's very important. We can't forget who we are. We can't forget where we are. And we can't forget where we came from. And doing that, you should always question everything. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying, hey, we can't forget who we are, we can't forget where we are, and we can't forget where we came from. You know what I mean? You know, we need to, I believe, we need to start questioning everything, and we need to start holding everything and everybody accountable that we go rush and give our money to, because no, these people are going to make a lot of money. Black people, it's been said over and over again, are very big consumers. The black market is a very big market. Marketing to black people is a very big market. People make a lot of money off of us. And it's been said time and time again, you know, by our scholars, that we need that money to filter into the community. We need that money not to go out of the community. We need that money to go into the community. So, yes, it's great. We got an all-black cast. We got a black superhero, you know, but that's not like, okay, we got a black superhero. Okay, everything's good. Everything is great. No, it's not. For one, I believe, and I could be wrong because I haven't looked into the cast, I haven't looked into who made it all like that, but I'm pretty sure it's not a black owner of the film. You know, it might be a black writer, black producer, and things of that nature. But if you don't own it, at the end of the day, you don't have the end say so. If you put something in there, the owner can take whatever they want out. They can say, nope, this not gonna go, blah, blah, blah. They the boss, they own it. So we need to get to that ownership. We need to put out what we want to put out. You know, we don't have to get okayed by somebody else. But then again, I don't want to act like the movie is a very, very bad thing. I don't think the movie is a very bad thing. I just think us as a people, we need to start questioning more, and we need to start demanding more as it pertains to things that we put a lot of energy to and spend our money into. Because our communities are, I don't even know what the word I want to find. Our communities are in a bad state. You know what I mean? And we need to build the communities and build our schools. And we need to be able to do better for ourselves and be able to provide jobs. You know, we need to be able to build our economy. And it's a lot of money that we're spending out, and it's not coming back in. So, you know, these black entertainers and all of this, we need to not support these people until they start putting the money back into our communities. You know, that's what we need to start doing. If we would do that, then we could start having better things going on inside of our community. But if we just sit back and don't say nothing, you know, don't act on nothing such as that nature, then nothing is going to change. So that's my take on it, because I see a lot of people really celebrating the movie, and I'm not sure if this movie is really something that should be celebrated to that capacity. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I'm just not sure. You know, I seen the previews on the movie, and they said that they even called the movie revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like that they could be playing on the atmosphere right now and ready to capitalize off the atmosphere right now. You know, anything could be capitalized in the society that we live in, and I believe that they are ready to capitalize off that atmosphere of what's going on with black people today. You know, and that's just kind of how I feel about it. So what else? Is anything else I want to say about this movie before I go? Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, they just, you know, they ready to capitalize off of this. And this might be real dark. There was one more thing I wanted to say before I left this alone. There's one more thing I wanted to say before I left this alone. Can't think of it though. Oh yeah. And you know, I seen people dressing up in a African style wardrobe, and that's beautiful too. You know, to go to the, but you know, I could be wrong. I just don't know if that's, I mean, it's never wrong to dress up in your heritage. I just think don't just do it for a movie. You know, do that all the time. Do it at work. You know what I'm saying? Dress up like that at work. Dress up like that when you go to the grocery store. You know, dress like that all the time. You know what I mean? And then we got scholars out here. You know, we got black scholars, very educated people with a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. And you know, we got you know, black people about to fill up these theaters to go see this movie, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, we all watch movies. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that, but we also need to bring that energy to, you know, to the Black consciousness movement, so we can begin to do better for ourselves. You know, that's all I'm saying. Don't just do this for the movie and then it's just over with. You know, let's bring that energy to the community. Let's bring that energy to the teachers. You know, because sometimes I'll be watching these lectures and stuff online, and a lot of times it don't be a lot of people. I'm not saying it's not nobody there, but a lot of times it don't be a lot of people, you know, in these sessions, you know, that Black scholars and stuff like that be holding. Don't be a lot of people. I kind of feel like we need to be rushing and lining up outside, you know, to hear our Black scholars teach. I know movies are entertaining, but, you know, we can't forget that we've been knew that they putting all type of subliminal messages and all type of stuff in the movies inside of the TV. So that's why I said, don't forget, we can't forget who we are, we can't forget where we are, we can't forget where we came from. That's all I want to say. I don't think the movie is bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that, you know, we need to be a little bit more questioning, you know, when it comes to anything that's getting fed to us. We should want to question that, because like I said, we shouldn't forget who we are, and where we came from. That's it. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Brain power like Lucy, stick to the script like movie. Never forget who I am, proceed with sounds as groovy. This gangster, like Easy E with a Uzi, all